Good morning, everyone. Let me see if I have my volume at the right place. I never think of it till I see you all. Good. So sorry I missed yesterday. You can see I don't even have a background up, nothing on the shelves. We're here, but we're not done unpacking. And we have a lot of crystal stones and orbs that we have to place around yet. And it's all crazy. You don't think you have so much stuff because the place was furnished. We just had a few pieces we had to bring, but it was all that was us. That was so much. So certainly missing and hearing from all of you. So first question on everybody's mind, no, Jesus isn't coming today, comes on Wednesdays. So I did not hear anything different from that realm today. So we're going to talk about all of us. How's that? Humanity. And how the world's changing and how we're feeling about it. You know, so let me say good morning to everybody. So Barbara Ward, good morning. I hope everything, and thank you for all your well wishes. We love it here. I actually have something to show you. I won't forget, I'm saying hello to everybody. I'm going to show you what I woke up to this morning. That was my sunrise out my window. Isn't that beautiful? You can't beat that, right? So anyway, so quiet here. No one, we used to be right at the elevator. Now we're like 16 places away from it. We don't hear anything. So good morning, Barbara Ward and Chase and Cavell. And we had 4 wonderful people come and did our move. We just laughed and it went by before you know it. Took us to storage, did a little extra thing for us. So couldn't have been better. And Christina, good morning. I hope everything's been well with you. Good morning, Carol Swisher. And Marby, good morning. Oh, so Chase thought it is beautiful. I mean, and to know that we're right here at it. It was interesting seeing a huge thunderstorm last night. I know that sounds crazy. Kathy Marino, thank you. Good to see you coming back. All right. Well, I hope I am enough. I'm not worrying that Jesus isn't going to be here, but he'll be here next Wednesday. And I don't have any reason to not be here from Monday to Thursday now. So yesterday, TV would come on with a blank picture. This wasn't working at all. It all works. So let's do our soul mantra together. All right. As we call in all the angels and all the masters and Mother and Father to come and be blessed here with us, and to shower upon you snowflakes from Lady Tara of relieving whatever it may be that's the turbulent in your world right now, and let it become peace. And may it be so. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Take a breath. I'm going to add something new to this today, and this was given to us in Thailand by a shaman. Her name is Petri, and it is a way to not have to walk around in the world and not be protected. So just say it after me, and every statement we make, we take a deep breath. Okay, it's going to have you walk surrounded by the light of God. And my mind went blank. Do you like that? Let me allow it in. That's crazy. It'll come back. So let's go on with our day, and then I'll give it to you before it's over, probably. Wow. Oh, now they're blowing outside. So, I want to talk about jealousy. Not a subject probably so many even of you don't even think you have. But it is interesting how in the spiritual realm, jealousy shows itself. And in reality, the path is everyone being who they are. There's no judgment, there's no criticism, there's no have to. Every moment that you wake up and you live that day is how you're choosing to do it. And that's your stuff. And yet, so often I hear, well, they're doing this, or what about that? And I want you to find inside of yourself. Certainly, we're in a scenario where I'm not going to be there to point it out to you where. And wherever that is, that you want more than what you are, that is impatience. Impatience, which is a fear of being lost. So truly, it's a fear that if you don't have what another one has, or it's not quite fast enough, that you'll be lost. So let's remember, God has chosen each and every one of you as I sit here and I look at your names. It's already done. You've been chosen, and some beautiful divine moment you accepted. So now for you, it's to be on the journey and be awake. So, yes, as Jesus, I'm going to say, what is that about? It's about being focused in this moment. In this moment, what are you feeling? In this moment, where is your aura? In this moment, how is love moving through you? Are you radiating love, or are you just kind of sitting there? See, it all depends, and that's what the path kind of brings you up to at the end. What are you doing with it? The more you allow it to move with you and through you and teach you, the more of that higher consciousness that you get jealous of will come. What is higher consciousness? It's going to raise the frequency of the spin, the particle spin of your field, so that your brain can become more awake to what it knows and just can't get through to you because your consciousness isn't high enough. Well, that's not really something you can wish you had and not someone else didn't. It's going to depend on what you do with your journey. How do you live your journey? What is it that you desire in your life? Energy follows thought, remember. So do you contemplate and say to yourself, I want to be the highest consciousness I can be in this world now? Now, will that happen now? No, probably not. But it's setting up the energy to start to pull that energy towards you to have behavior become of that way. So behavior would mean that you aren't being jealous. You're being embracing of yourself and giving love to those part of you which you have never looked at before. It's really amazing when you work with people and all of a sudden you find a place that they didn't even know was there. How can that be? Well, it's from another lifetime, but it does have its way of showing itself out into your world, but we don't pay attention. We're not being focused on what are we radiating? How are we feeling? How are we looking at people? You look at people the way they're looking at you. Is it with love and acceptance? And wow, powerful being. Or is there judgment and criticism? And hurry, let's get away, you know. Good morning, Gina M. Nice to have you come here today. I'm just so grateful for all of you to come to let me speak. And this is an interesting issue, that what is the path about? The path is about you walking on a path of light, knowing, let's use the word knowing, that you will become that light. And how do you become light? More light is when the 144,000 pieces of you, which let's say half are full of darkness from other lifetimes, begin to resonate out of a loving action of lifting with light. And the more you do it, the more harmless you become, which is a requirement for ascension. The more loving you are to yourself and to others. And the ease which comes on how you walk your path, which will mirror back to you and how you are in your life. It's all very powerful and very exciting. For those of you who are going down the healer path, you have to lift yourself and know how before you can choose to lift others. So it's a process of beginning to understand, what is it all really about? It's about lifting yourself up out of pity, out of anger, out of being scared, afraid, whatever it might be in the situation you're faced with, and ask, well, what is this lesson all about? Yes, just with that attitude. Because when you go to the destruction that is within the distorted way, it's going to take longer and it's going to be harder and a lot more love to make that movement. Because you can go ahead and heal that and lift it without having to be sad or separate. I'm not saying that happens tomorrow, but it is a new way to begin to look at things and live life. You know, you can begin to look back and, oh, I remember that day, because here it is right in front of you. Here it is right in front of you. You know, I'm sure you all know renting is very high all over the earth plane, not just here. And when our place where we live said they were going to sell it, we had to leave. It was like every place we looked was like $2,600. Well, that was not going to happen. So then we began to have a vision. We decided to make the vision of what we wanted. And the number one was to have that water and that view, for us to have peace that we could look at. And for it to be beautiful. And it only took a few weeks. It was a little bit of a test for us. It was more towards the end, I'll be honest. And all we did is Doug got this message. Well, let me call this person. Maybe she knows something. Well, not only did she know something, but we were able to call that person immediately and take the place. Absolutely newly renovated, on the water, everything we wanted for a very, very reasonable rate. Why am I telling you? Because you need to get to where you believe that when you let God come and share his experience and not be in your own will and instead have God's will, and you do it, it will come. It will come. I am a living experience of that. Yes, been doing it for a lot of years, experienced a lot of years of that happening. But how better to help you learn is for you to begin to start. You know, we come to classroom 101 to heal what has not been healed. That's why we make that choice. So when the healing starts, don't get all angry and mad and, oh, this happened to me. That's what it is. That is what the path is about. And the more you don't, the more it gets clogged, the more something else has to be. And it's just not good. So I know it's not easy. So maybe have a mantra you can say every day. I choose to see the blessing in all things. Or perhaps there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know you've all heard that for a long time. The difference is you have to let it have life. You have to let those words and believe in them. You know, if I could tell you anything else for you to achieve, it's believing. You know, just like Disney. Remember when we were little? I can say that. Perhaps you're all younger, but the little Jimmy Cricket used to come on and just write the big word believe. Little did I know, and see, it's going to make me cry, that in my life, that was the life changer. I had to believe in God. I had to believe in miracles. I had to believe in spirit and their angels. I had to believe in all of it. I had to get 100% sunk in. Took time, probably a longer time than it's going to take you. It's been almost 35 years now. And just to believe again like I did when I was a child. When I was a child, it didn't matter. Just everything was as it is. I didn't care. And do I not care now? No. I believe. I believe that while it may not be comfortable, it must be purposeful. And then I must begin to look within myself. Why? Because we could have first said, oh my God, they're taking where we live away. What are we going to do? Could have went in that whole pity me thing. That wouldn't have got us here. So we had to step back, let the energy do what it needed to do, not feel that we were going to be homeless, and it all worked out. So I'm sharing because I understand those things are going to come up. We wouldn't all be human on one level if it wasn't. But we still look at each other and laugh how we have a miracle of this place. And thank you, God. Thank you, Mother. And we are one. So if we can do it, you can do it. Hold that thought. So if anyone has any thoughts or questions, Gina M. is just listening today. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a question or something you want to add to the conversation? So you see, that's why there's no need for jealousy. Because the power of energy follows thought is the gift everybody has. It is how you use it as to how your world looks. Energy follows your thought. So take a moment. What thoughts have you had so far this morning? Where are they taking you? If that were to manifest, what would that look like? Because you're going to see it soon. You're going to see it show up. And how about that, huh? So you are a creator. That's the gift of God that He has given to each and every one of us, that we can support and surrender our will to be a creator with Him in our world. So, no jealousy needed. No desire, because when you want something, it pushes it further away. It won't let you have it. Want is not a word you want. It's a higher desire will work. But in the higher desire, you can surrender and know will show up. So here's from Barbara. Let's see. My golden nugget to take away, while it may not be comfortable, it must be purposeful. And that is absolutely true. I've had those things that weren't comfortable. Even for our divorce, I can remember we were doing it fast, hopefully. And I got a call from my lawyer. Well, you applied in the wrong county. So we got to start all over again. And we already had our wedding planned. It was all We went in one day and everything fell into place. So we looked at each other and then we got another phone call. And he goes, well, I don't know who you two are, but I just talked to the judge and she said she's going to call you in 15 minutes and she's going to give you your divorce over the phone. In New Jersey. So I have never met anyone who's had that kind of an experience. What we did do is gave it to Saint Germain on an altar plate. It's said to help us. So there's a belief who we believe within Saint Germain there's an essence of God. And within 15 minutes it showed up. So I'm serious about that believing and putting it in action. Because I'm not doing it as a demonstration, but really finding where inside yourself it is, because it's a blessing. And when you heal those pieces that are so in distortion, there's more light. You not only physically feel lighter, but you have an aura that is more light. It has more vibration, more frequency, more energy. You'll know it. And you'll be freer. Because freedom is the gift God gave all of us. To be able to be free, do what we want. But what do you do with the mind that creates? We can all think about that, can't we? What do we choose to do with when a thought creates? What have we been doing? Take a minute and look around and your world and how you are with everybody. Friends, no friends? Happiness, no happiness? Lack, not full? Yeah, so we need to change it. As our world is changing, this is what we need to change so that we as individuals have all that we need always. That's how God wishes it. It is only the years of argumentative energies that the earth has tolerated that it's now having such a reaction. But we can be that pleasant peace that shows up and has a knowingness. Hey, hello, I'm a part of this. Deepen your relationship with God. Call him in, he will come. You know, I've been saying that for a while to someone, and this morning he said, God came in the middle of the night. And we asked our signals, we went to our higher self. Yes, he did. So it's not possible. It is actually how it will happen. So anyone else other than Barbara have a thought for today? So jealousy, we're going to write it on the board, take some nice hot water, and we're going to wash it off the big blackboard. Did anybody have that when they were in school? Had the duty at the end of the day of every once in a while I had to. I was the shortest and smallest one, so it didn't work out for me too well because I was too tiny. So I got to go home. But, yeah. So what do y'all think? Jealousy is when you count someone else's blessings instead of your own. Well, when you are jealous of someone, God bless them for what they do have, because it means you can have it too. Or maybe you don't even need to have it. It's when I see someone that, even if their practice is huge, God bless them. They figured it out. Doesn't mean that mine isn't good, because we're all different, all for different purpose, all for different things. And that, I think, is the greater acceptance, is to accept who you are and what you have, and look at how you are using the tools God's given you. So Cavell is telling Chase, yes. Remember, here is a mantra for you if you want to write this down. I have to write a word down because I'm getting that. message. Okay. I desire to receive all that God wishes to bestow upon me. Always. I wish to receive all the many blessings, the gifts, whatever you want to put in there, that God wishes to bestow upon you. Because a lot of you have your eyes closed and your crown shut down. Well, let them in. Anything that's His, He wants it to be yours. And from ever what you were told and when you were little or how you came into this world, it's not true. God loves all of you. He loves us all the same. We've all been chosen. How we've put it to use in the world may look different. And that's what spirituality is about. You know, the masters don't look at each other and go, oh, you have more than me. No, it's not like that. Think about it. It's not like that at all. I don't know if you've studied with any of the masters, but it is not like that. It is more a celebration of the energy that can be moving through any soul so beautifully to touch people. That's the beauty. Okay. So, any other questions? Here's that other statement that came to me. Okay, let me write it down. So we're going to do it here, and then we'll write it down at the end, okay? This is in the language of Pali. Nama Pata Namo Putaya. Take a deep breath. Nama Pata Namo Putaya. Take a deep breath. Nama Pata Namo Putaya. Very good. Take a deep breath. Now, could you feel that? Now there is a light of the heavens, Father, around you, the Buddha, that no one can disturb. When would you do this? Is after you've done some of your spiritual work, meditated, and you're very open. You call this the place that around you. That's what she had said, because we were all meditating all day. These people can't go out on the street. They're wide open. That's when she gave us this gift. So the first grouping is N-A-M-A. And the second word is P-A-T-A. Namapata. Second line is N-A-M-O, Namo. And the Putaya is P-U-T-A-Y-A. Nama, Pata, Namo, Putaya. 3 times. A deep breath after each one. If you don't want to really use it, that's fine. I just give out things. That's something when we all meet on tomorrow and Friday to meditate, those who do the Bija meditation, we always do that after we're done because it's very powerful. So, any final questions, or did you like the mantra today? Ooh. Hopefully by the next time I see you, I'll have my background back up and all the different things. There's still 10 people here. So I'll check again to see if there's anything else that Mother is wanting to say. It's interesting. She's wanting to know why she can't see you on the screen. I go, well, that's not how this works. Oh, Shailene, good morning. So glad to see you. Yes, we're here almost at the end. And Barbara Ward says, yes, thank you for giving us this beautiful protective mantra. So, Shailene, what you'll probably have to do is, hi, watch it after, I always put it right up, so. But I hope you're well. I guess you got busy going to your beach, huh? Barbie says, yes, I did, thank you. I didn't see it. The mantra is powerful. Maybe it doesn't always make it up, I don't know. But thank you for it. And so today we talked about thought, and what you think is what's showing up. So you got to look at these things that disturb you, what are you thinking about them? How are you empowering them? Yes, it's a big process of learning. How are you using the power of light that you hold and the power that energy follows thought? Very fascinating. We talked about that. We talked about it's all gone now. Let me see. Oh, we talked about jealousy today. Jealousy will go away when you have a full acceptance of yourself. And acceptance lies in the throat. Yes, in the back of the throat. Self-acceptance and self-love. So all of you who have a neck problem, maybe you want to look at that. It's also the lack of confidence. And it's about what you believe success is. Attaining on your journey isn't being successful. It's attaining. So we have a lot of those things in the fifth dimension with God are very neutral. They're not how we or humans see it, you see. So, and then we did our Nama Pata mantra from the shaman in Thailand. So I think we achieved a lot today in a short amount of time. Guess I can talk very fast. So, manifestation, yes. Manifestation we talked about today. It is at the tip of your fingertips and the edge of your thoughts. What do you want to create? Give energy through your thought process. When I was in a Science of Mind class, we were all told to give energy, things I'm telling you, through thought to manifest. And she came in one night and she was so happy. She said, oh, you're not going to believe it, because we used to laugh at her. She wanted a pink Cadillac. So she comes in and she goes, well, I got it. Doesn't have an engine. She never saw it in her vision. She saw a pink Cadillac sitting there. Never saw her hair blowing in the wind or an engine in it or it making any movement. So, food for thought. When you ask and give energy to things, you want to have the experience of how you want it. Write that down and put a little star on it. Experience. You see? So when I want a car, every time I see it on the road, no, there's my car. Oh, there it is. Doesn't it ride great? I can just feel the wind blowing around it. Then I see myself in it and roll the window down. I can feel my hair blowing. The heart has a great level of expression for manifestation. So the feeling nature, you must give feelings to manifestation to have it become real the way it is. So I will see you on Monday for sure. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. That's for your message. Many blessings. And thank you for coming, Shailene. Call me later. And it's great to see you all. I'm sorry I missed the beginning of the week, but I'm back. And back with a stronger, whatever it is. Many blessings to you. Have a great weekend.